Hi everyone, I haven't made a video for quite a while, mainly because I've been busy, what with snow and not having anything really to talk about. But I've come up with a little stories that happened to me when I was a child. Many of us on Facebook do these little surveys that have you got any tattoos or piercings, or have you flown in an aircraft, and so on. Have you ever travelled in an ambulance? Well, let's take the ambulance. Yes, I've travelled in an ambulance many times. In fact, when I was a child, many times. I wasn't accident prone, but things happened. I won't do them in order because I don't know the order they were, but we'll just go through them. Ones I can remember. When I was young, very young, probably about 2, I was living with my grandparents, my nan and granddad, and my uncle, my mum's brother, used to ride a bicycle to work or everywhere. And every now and again he would service his bike. He would clean it, take the chain off, and he'd clean the chain and everything. And some of the other uncles would also do the same. It was known at that time that any liquid in any container mustn't be left within my reach, or else I will drink it. It happened that my uncle had cleaned the chain on his bike, and he had a rusty old tin which was full of turpentine and grease, obviously, on the chain. And he went in doors and forgot about this tin of turpentine. I didn't forget it. I don't know why, but I drank it. So that was a call on the London ambulance. I was taken to hospital. I came in, apparently that's what my mum has told me, is that I came in and they saw all the black and the rust around my lips and around my face, and they realised what I'd drunk. They went outside and the tin was empty. That was that one. Another one, in my grandparents' house again. I was in the kitchen. My grandparents had a stove, wooden, well, not coal burning stove, where she would cook. And around the fire, in front of the fire, was a little hearth. It was maybe about 1 foot or 2 high, maybe only a foot. It's just little. It was just a sheet of metal, sharp edge on the top. I was spinning, apparently, lost my balance and fell onto this fire hearth, and it hit me across the nose. Ding ding. Now comes the ambulance again. It wasn't, I think it may have been the same year, I don't remember. Could have been the following year. At my grandparents' house again. My granddad was out in the garden, digging, getting ready probably for planting his vegetables or flowers or whatever it was he was doing. He took a break went in to have a cup of tea. I thought I would help him, and I took the fork, the garden fork, and held it up and whack, down. It went through my foot. I don't know if it went through both feet, it may have done, but luckily, as my mum said, as I grew up and she told me about these things, luckily I didn't let go of the fork, else it would have fallen over and made me even more damage, but I'd held it and obviously screaming. That was that. What else do I think? Yes, I was in our garden at Hedge Hill. At the bottom of the garden there was an allotments. There's now an estate called Bankside there now, but before that was built it was just an allotments. A great place for us kids. We moved into Hedge Hill in 1951. I was 3 years old. At the bottom of the garden there was no fence as such, but there was a wire framework which stood about, again, so high, and it had shapes. It's what the builders would have used for reinforcing the concrete, and they had this at the end, but there was one of them sections that was broken and there was a wire sticking up. I went to go down to the allotments, as I've done probably quite a few times, and slipped. Yep, the wire went into my leg, and again, ding ding, ambulance to the hospital. What's that, 4? Yeah, 4. That was that. Another one. That was the other one. Yes, the next one was, that was when I was very young, and so it wasn't accident prone, it was just, they happened. They were, just, most of them were accidents. The spinning one, I always blame my brother that he pushed me, but if I was 2, he would have been 1, so he wouldn't have been able to push me. But I don't know how old I was. Couldn't have been 3 because I was at Hedge Hill by then, but anyway. The last time I was in an ambulance, not the last time, but the next time was, I must have been about 14. My dad had a job selling ice cream in the van in the summer, and then in the winter it would be paraffin. Me and my brother used to go and help deliver this paraffin. We had just been to the yard and filled up the tank again and going off to do some more deliveries, and we was in North London, Edmonton, and going down the main road, and a truck came out the side street on the right hand side and didn't stop. Well, it slid, I think, on the snow. There was snow and ice then, and that we hit his truck and my dad's van. I was thrown forward and hit the windscreen. My brother was sitting in front of me, and he had his back to the windscreen, but he came forward towards me, and I went over the top of him and hit the windscreen. So I was taken to hospital in another ambulance. That was when I was 14. Just in case, it was just in case. There was no damage done, I don't think. Maybe there was. Maybe that's why I am the way I am. Huh? Too many bangs on the head. So, that's that. And then the last time I went into an ambulance was in Australia in 1972. when I crushed my leg at work. I was taking an ambulance 50 miles to Northern Hospital. That was painful, in fact, because a lot of the roads in Australia then were not covered. There was just dirt tracks, a lot of holes and bumps, and I felt every single one of those bumps. My leg was banging against the side of the inside of the ambulance. That was that one. So that's ambulances. There are others, but I can't remember them. I've had quite a few, in fact. So there we are. That is my video for today. I'm hoping this will be okay. I've got the camera a little bit closer this time so that right, you can hear me. So that's it. That's ambulances. They were good ambulances then. People, you know. So there we are. Thank you, and I'm hoping I can do another video next week. If any of you got any questions, maybe I can do a video on something that you might suggest.